Morning, we'll go on record with regard to the 8:15 compliance calendar. Russell Ames in the courtroom. Russell Ames does not answer. Aaron Brown was going to check in. Let's take that. Mr. Brown, good morning. You're present by Zoom. I can see your name on the screen, but it looks like you're muted.
Yes, can you hear me, Your Honor?
I can hear you perfectly. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We're on for a review hearing. The docket indicates that we need an assessment. We do have a status report dated October 23rd that indicates that you've completed about 1 month of intensive outpatient. But how are you doing?
Good. I just left 2 days ago. I was there for about almost 4 months.
What we're going to need is a copy of the assessment for the records. Do you have that by any chance?
No, it was at the facility. I can have them send it to the court.
What kind of a discharge did you get?
I voluntarily left. It was a year-long program. But I communicated with them that 4 months was really good. I've been doing really good. So and then I left.
Was this against their recommendation?
Yeah, they are a faith-based discipleship program, Christianity. So they ask for anybody that comes in there to do a year. And I told them when I first got in there, I'd try 30 days out, and I said stay for a couple more months, and then I decided to leave about a week ago. I was gonna leave this Saturday, but they didn't want to affect the other guys that were there, so I left 2 days ago.
Now?
Huh?
Where are you residing now? Are you in or?
I just got back to.
On the one hand, each individual is probably his own worst doctor, but on the other hand, it sounds like you're doing okay. Mr. Bradfield, any input on this thing? Mr. Brown, technically we should have an evaluation. You have been in treatment for a period of 4 months. I guess I'm just going to remind you, I'll call it good here, to remind you if there's another offense that is alcohol related, you're looking at some pretty serious consequences. How is life going otherwise for you?
It's going good. I'm just getting out and now I have to reestablish, get back on track with life.
Right. No, jurisdiction continues for quite a period of time. In a case like this, there's always a lot of suspended jail time. Stay out of trouble, and if you feel that you might be in the position of needing some a treatment tune-up of any kind, I would make sure you pursue that, okay?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
I'll call you in compliance and strike the hearing.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Brown, have a good day.
You too.
Billy Joe Cecil. Cecil, come on up. This is one of these diversion agreements. It looks like the problem is that no payments had made on the, and then we gave you an extension, and then you just made a $30 payment against the $250. What sort of financial circumstances are you in right now? Do you have a place to stay? Pardon? I guess I'm going to have to defer to the city. Hey, that's we're at the end of the extension. You just want to call it good, or Mr. Cecil, in view of your financial circumstances, we're just going to call it good. Give you advantage of the bargain you made, and then forgive the other 220. Okay. Any plan to get off the street, out of your truck into housing, or? You working at all right now, or? Oh, a little hard to do with a broken down truck. I'm going to wish you the best of luck. At least this is off your back. Take care of yourself. Don't want to have you, especially without a truck, it's kind of hard to get to court, of course, and back. But hey, take care of yourself, and I hope that with the new year that things start going a little bit better. Okay. We'll just simply close the file. You take care of yourself, and have a great day. And any idea what it's going to take to get the truck running again, or money probably? Good luck. Chris Chambers in the courtroom. Mr. Chambers, good morning. It looks like we need just about everything. Wonderful, wonderful. Could you share that with us? Show it, Mr.
Thank you.
Can we keep this, or do you want us to make copies of this? The one page simply indicates that you're into a 6-month outpatient education, outpatient treatment. We usually, there's an assessment that goes along with that. Did you get an assessment? We're going to need a copy of that. And it looks like one of the other things is that 1 day in jail. It's where are we on that? I'll defer to the city for recommendation. If the city has any recommendations. Given the circumstances, why don't we just put that on hold? Mr. Chambers, what I'm going to do is reset the matter for a review hearing. Let's go the first court date in March. It'll be March 14th. Let's take another look at it then. By then, I'll want you to have a copy of the evaluation on file. And it looks like victim impact panel, say, check that box. That's done. but we do need a copy of the evaluation. The one day we're gonna have to deal with that at some point, one time. But given the circumstances you're in right now, let's just not do that at this time. Everything is on a screen these days. I'm electronically signing an order resetting the matter to the 14th. Probably more important here is how's things going otherwise? Doesn't sound like that is a really good news. Sign the, you don't have to sign anything. What I want you to do is to go to the window outside the courtroom and to the left, ask for a copy of today's order. They'll give it to you, and we'll get this all figured out. And the jail time, I'm not, it sounds like you're doing well enough without having to sit in jail for a day. But it's one of the aspects of the case. So, Mr. Chambers, you take care of yourself, get a copy of today's order. Any question at all, let us know. Hey, good luck to you. You take care of yourself, and we'll see you in the spring. Thanks for your patience here. Marvin Dart. Mr. Dart. I think this is by far the thickest file I have right now. How's life going for you? It's we got the assessment all right, but yeah, that was my question is have you started the program yet? When did you're starting Monday? Well, I guess my observation at this point would be better late than never. The important thing is you are addressing it. City, have any recommendation other than to reset the matter for a compliance hearing? And I think March 14th is probably going to do it. Okay. Well, I want to remind you of a couple of things. One, with this charge, there's a 5-year jurisdiction period. That becomes a problem if you get rearrested. Then any jail time that's been suspended can be imposed. But as far as the treatment is concerned, I get with all the starts and stops and what I want to do is kind of keep an eye on things. Hey, if you show up in March and are in full compliance, we have all the compliance reports we needed. They come in on a monthly basis. We'll not schedule any further hearings until you drop out of compliance or have a problem of some kind. Is that fair enough? I'm sure you have much better things to do than hang around a courtroom all day. And again, better late than never. How are things going otherwise in life? There are a lot of speed bumps along the way, but we deal with them. It doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't get it. We as humans, we procrastinate. Okay, it's never put off. Do today what we can put off and do tomorrow. But it all, the chickens always come home. They always come home. I signed the order resetting the matter, Mr. Dart. See you in the spring, March 14th, I believe. In the meantime, take care of yourself. And yeah, this is one of the things, and that's why I say that a DUI is much worse in terms of impact on your life than a lot of felony convictions. the hoops you have to jump through are just one of the things, insurance premiums, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, the longer you go without having any problems at all, this recedes into the background and it goes away. But good luck to you. Sign today's order. Mr. Dart, get a copy of it at the order at the window, and we'll see you in the spring. Good luck to you. Desiree Edwards. There is a note in the file. We'll come back to that. How about Kirsten Jones? Does Jones have a seat? The most recent thing we heard is a January 2nd report. Things could be going a lot better than they are. There's been like I indicated a moment ago, there's a lot of speed bumps on the road of life and the road to recovery of any kind as well. Report says absent December 4th, 5th, 11th, and 12th. It looks like you've got a compliance agreement working. Is everything going along okay with that? The important thing is to do whatever it takes to make sure you don't get in a position where you're sitting in front of a judge worried about going to jail. It sounds like you're doing the best you can, and I can't ask for anything more under the circumstances you're in. There's other things in life besides treatment, but the report references child support. But I've read too many police reports and read too many news articles over the child that was in the car when the accident happened, et cetera, et cetera. We have to, like they say, you're on the airplane, you got to put on your own oxygen mask first before you take care of anybody else. And it sounds like you're doing the best to take care of yourself so you can take proper care of those you're responsible for. Let's reset the matter, I think. Well, let's go to March in this case as well. What I'm going to hope is things are a little bit better for you in the meantime. Mr. Redfield, anything you'd like to say about the?
No. I think what needs to be said.
Any questions? No. What I'm going to do is wish you the best of luck. I look forward to seeing you in March and hope things are going as well. But in life, it's not how many times you fall down. It's how many times you get up. And the important thing is don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. That's it. These things you have to do, don't do them for other people. Do them for yourself so that you can be the best person you can for other people. I'll sign an order resetting the matter. And I hope to find you back in full compliance when we next see each other. Any question at all? Good luck to you. Sometimes I can't, I'm kind of a computer dinosaur. It takes me a little bit to catch up with myself. I've now signed electronically today's order. Please get a copy of that at the window. And again, don't give up on yourself. Just keep at it. Thanks for appearing. Thanks for your patience. Ms. Jones, and again, above all, be good to yourself. Have a good one. Derek Mead. Mr. Mead, how are you today? So far, so good. The new year's been relatively kind. How about you? The most recent thing I have in the file is this letter. We would like to remind you of your upcoming appointment with Danny Upson on December 11th. Please share it with Mr. Redfield if you would, and then I'd like to see it myself. Well, it does reference an assessment completed on January 2nd. That's probably a little earlier for us to get the assessment. Do you have a copy of it by any chance? This is the only thing you have. Can we keep this, or do you need it? When we leave here, I'm going to ask you to leave a copy of this with get a copy at the window that we can keep, and so you can keep the original. It sounds like you're on the right track. Again, this is getting a little heavy. But the good news is I'm not seeing any new alcohol-related offenses on your driving record. And hopefully, you've learned to. What I'd like to do is reset this to the first date in February 1st. That should give you, about a month to get the assessment. And likewise, start, that's engage in an assessment isn't any good unless you follow the recommendations that are in it. And sometimes people disagree with the recommendations that are made. And that's why they have many state certified treatment facilities. February 1st, 8:15. Mr. Mead, it's good to see you. I want to thank you for your patience and for being here. And I would like you to tell me how things are going otherwise in life, satisfactorily, getting by. Oh, hey. That's always kind of an uncomfortable feeling. It's good to have a little break in life, but sometimes idle hands get a little restless. But yeah, no, hey, that is good to hear. We do the best we can. The rest really isn't our business. And it sounds like you're doing everything you can. Mr. Mead, what I'm doing is signing the reset order here. Please get a copy of it at the window, and come on up and make sure we get a copy. Take care of yourself. Leroy Reyes. Mr. Reyes, good morning. How are you? We need proof of an assessment, and we need proof of a victim impact panel. Where are we? We have one thing, and that's a certificate of completion. Oh, boy. But yeah, no, we do. That's Now, who is they? Who is they? Is which treatment agency? You don't remember the name of it?
No, I don't.
Was it local, Olympia, Pierce County? You can't do an alcohol assessment online.
No, not the assessment. The assessment, no.
Okay, what we're gonna need is a copy of that. We're gonna need you to start complying with.
To,
That was Mr. Haverco. What you need to do is go in and don't rely on them. Say, get a copy yourself, bring it yourself, and that'll do. Bring it in, bring it in. Business, well, you can go back again. But what I'd like to do is reset it to January 18th, to give you a couple of weeks to do that. But yeah, gotta be done. It's gotta be done.
initially.
Oh, boy, that's, yeah, that's, well, you know, like I heard. That's always a good idea. That's these are hoops you have to jump through, but the important, those are just one of those things that happen. These agencies are very good about doing assessments but they're not very good about compliance reports and forwarding the information that's necessary to the courts. That's a good way to lose it, but just make sure, yeah, I'd bring it in. I would bring it in. Sometimes stuff gets lost in the forward of it. So I would make sure we get a copy brought in. And like, it's well, yeah, the cyberspace, it's not all it's cracked up to be. Things are going otherwise okay, pretty good in life, I trust.
Right now, so days go by quick.
You're working. That's
I've been working the same for 7.5 or 6.5 years.
That's always a good thing. That's always a good thing. Mr. Reyes, it's January 18th, 8:15. I'll sign an order to that effect. I want you to get a copy of that. And again, the most important thing here is I'm not seeing any indication that there's been any reoffensive. And that's really, to me, the most sole important thing here.
I can't find it on my lap.
Get it taken care of, and that way don't have to worry about it again. So, but Mr. Reyes, good luck to you. We'll see you back here in a couple of weeks, and we'll take another look at it and see where we are. Good luck to you. Happy New Year, and you have a good day. That's it. Well, we had a few no-shows. We can deal with them at this time. First one is Mr. Haynes. Yeah, it was. Mr. Redfield, this was a 2 counts of a protection order violation. And he's hung up in, I presume you have copies of that.
Yeah, I see that. Oh, from Mr. Count.
And it looks like, yeah, he's got protection order violations, interfering, Resberg, all part and parcel of the same thing on November 23. So he's probably got more problems to deal with. You want to just reset it for, it's a 1 year SOC entered 9/14, so there's plenty of time left on it.
Yeah, we'll maybe reset to, what does your honor recommend? March later?
Into August.
Oh, sorry.
So let's go to,
And it's, the SOC started in,
9/23, 9/14 of 23, September 14th. So let's,
9/12.
let's reset it to August 15th. To, so then we, bless you, yeah, me, I'm just at the tail end of bronchitis. That's, let's reset it to August 15th. That gives, it'll go into warrant status if there's a problem at that time. That's it. No clock is really running on it since it's on the SOC, but.
Right.
August 15th. That's it. Should we do an order at this time? That's oh, okay, got it. Desiree Edwards. There's likewise a note I recall in the file on that. I need to reschedule my court date. I have influenza A, plus my mother has been in the hospital since December 14th. This has been another one of those compliance issues. Shall we note the non-appearance and reset? Well, there's no need to note the non-appearance, or what's the city's request?
Well, city was going to request if more be issued. 25.
So ordered. And that leaves us with the last one, Michael Wilson.
City moves to issue a warrant.
So ordered. Motion to forfeit?
Motion to forfeit.
Granted. Yeah, ordinarily if somebody postponed or. Brings us to the 9 o'clock calendar. We have a council in the courtroom. If the parties are ready. The order says, or the motion says February 15th. Is that?
Sounds about right, Your Honor.
That's February 15th, 9 a.m.
Sounds good, Your Honor, and I have been in communication with him. He does understand the speedy trial rights that he will be waiving commencement date of February 15th. And he's in agreement with that.
I have no problem with that as long as the city has no objection.
No objection.
Signing an order, resetting it to the 15th of February. Huh. You are currently editing this, there we go. With computer issues, it's usually operator error on my part. Mr. Davis' case is reset to 2:15 at the request of the parties.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's
I shall. Do we have anybody else online for the? Mr. Rossi is here for. Let's hold up. See if they've got something. That sounds like they may have something. You have someone online, but you're ready to go on. Call the matter of Yelm versus Gianna Squally. Mr. Ross, good morning.
Morning, Judge. How you doing?
So far, so good. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you as well.
Thank you.
Judge, we're on just quick recap. Jossie Ross for the record on behalf of Ms. Sheikh Squally, who has waived her presence. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I got a little morning congestion.
I'm at the tail end of bronchitis myself. I know exactly what you're experiencing.
Yeah. Judge, to recap, we're on the compensation part of a compromise of misdemeanor. And we've been seeking information how to pay, who to pay, because Ms. Squally has thus far been unsuccessful in trying to find who wants this money. And so she's been working on that. And Judge, if you recall, the reason why we had this relatively short set over was because O courts wouldn't allow a longer set over. I believe we just had this 2 months ago. And so it's really, and particularly during the holiday season, there's been not really a great opportunity to do much further fact finding on who she is to pay.
Not much gets done during the Christmas, New Year holiday. How far out would you, I take it you'd like to reset the matter, but.
Yes, Judge. I would like to, I would request a 6-month continuance. And at that point, I think it's at that point, I think it's fair reasonable for the city as well as the court to, if we can't find anything, I don't think nobody's come in, saying they're an aggrieved party and they want their money now. To try to figure out exactly what we're to do, Judge Meyer.
We'll swim that river when we get to it, I guess.
Yes.
I'm going to defer to the city. Any objection to resetting the matter out, the Squally matter out 6 months?
No objection.
We'll reset it out to in June. We have June 6th and 20th. You want to go to
I think either one works, Judge. I mean, the 20th sounds great.
we'll go to the 20th, but we'll need an order to that effect. That's it.
Yep, I'm going to, I just wanted to make sure it was cool. I will populate that in about a minute. When you switch jurisdictions in O courts, for whatever reason, that process always takes a second.
Oh, swell. January 20th or June 20th?
June 20th.
2024. It's gonna take me a few days. Old dogs, new tricks, you know how that goes. It's gonna take me a little bit of time to get used to 2024.
I'm still signing things 2019.
Oh,
Um,
say about my occasional lapse through the 1900s, but so I won't.
let me see. Almost there, Judge. Um, and this will be a review, correct?
Pre-trial.
Pre-trial, oh, still pre-trial, okay.
Yeah, June 20th, 9 a.m., 2024.
Nice.
And for the record, you are in touch with your client and she's aware of what's going on.
Yes, Judge. We've been in contact over the Christmas holiday. And I will get her a copy. It should be there, Judge.
Got it. Saying granted, signed. Order signed, resetting the matter to June 20th, 2024. Mr. Raj, we'll be sending you a copy of the today's order as well as to your client. You take care. Happy New Year. You have a good day.
Thank you, Judge. You have a great day. Council, have a great day.
So take care. There we.
And Your Honor, the matter of Kylie Anderson is ready to go.
Okay. Ms. Anderson, come on up and have a seat. Good morning.
Ryan English.
I'm looking in O courts at a motion.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anderson, we're going to reset the matter to February 15th. The resolution of a criminal case, it takes a lot of time, effort, and that's what you're getting from your attorney here. So we're going to reset the matter out for that time. I'll grant the motion to reset. Hearing no objection from the city. It's actually quicker for me to do this by hand, but they don't let me do that anymore. Ms. Anderson, any conditions released earlier said, law-abiding behavior, stay in touch with your attorney. We'll see you back here on February 15th. Any questions at all? Thank you for your patience. You take care of yourself, and Happy New Year. Thank you. And do we have anybody else on? For 4. Well, let's go to that. Always an adventure. Okay. Good morning. Call the matter of Yelm versus Brian Willard. Council is present by way of Zoom. Matter set for a pretrial in the state. I'll defer to counsel for the status of the matter.
And good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Martha McLaughlin. I'm standing in for Attorney of Record Barbara Bowden. I'm here on behalf of Brian Willard. We do have a proposed resolution for the court's approval today by way of a 6-month stipulated order of continuance.
I'm reviewing that now. Is your client present?
He should be. Is he not? All I can see is me and the court.
Sorry.
Yes, I am present.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Willard.
There we are. Yes.
There you are. You can hear me perfectly well.
Absolutely.
Your attorney's present by way of Zoom as well. I'll defer to her. I'm looking at a SOC. I'll defer to her for the terms of that.
And Your Honor, I did review the SOC with Mr. Willard. He does understand he's entering into a contract with the city. He does understand what he needs to do to be compliant in that contract and successful. He has already completed a defensive driving school. He does understand the constitutional rights he's waiving by entering into this agreement. He is aware that if he's not compliant with the terms of the agreement, that his guilt will be determined by a reading of the police report. I believe he's entering into this agreement knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily.
Yes. It looks like at the conclusion of the agreement, if there's full compliance, the charge will be dismissed.
Yes.
City, have anything to add?
Nothing to add, Your Honor. That's a fair representation of the SOC.
Mr. Willard, you've heard the statements of your counsel. Your attorneys worked out an agreement here under the terms of which 6 months from now, a pretty major driving offense can be dismissed. Compliance with the agreement is up to you, and that would include staying out of trouble, especially when it comes to automotive activity.
Correct.
reckless driving that involves license suspension and increased insurance premiums, the potential of jail time. You don't want to go there. In return for this agreement, you've given up your right to go to trial. If the city proves that you violated the agreement, we're back to square one. We'll have a hearing on the police reports, and that will almost certainly lead to bad consequence for yourself. We don't want to go there. $250 is the cost involved in this by way of a monitoring fee. I'm going to simply remind you that getting behind the wheel of a car is very likely one of the most dangerous things you're ever going to do in life. It's keep your insurance premiums low, self-safe, and keep others safe out there in the road. Signing off on the agreement, I'm going to wish you the best of luck. Your attorneys put you in a position where you can get this matter gone from your driving record. But whether you comply with that is up to one person, and I'm talking to him right now. Mr.
Right.
Willett, I'm going to wish you the best of luck. We'll send you a copy of the agreement as well as to your attorney. Any questions at all? Give Ms. McLaughlin a call, okay?
Will do.
Good luck to you. Take care of yourself.
Thank you. Happy New Year, Judge.
Any further
And-
questions?
Yes, Your Honor, I do have a couple questions. I wanted to make sure that the court was in receipt of the proof of defensive driving school. I did email that over yesterday.
Have the certificate in front of me. Mr.
Perfect.
Wood, I hope did you learn anything from that at all? It's a friend of mine had to take that, do that same thing and said it was pretty informative.
No, it definitely was very informative. A lot of learned information, especially when you drive for so long, you kind of brush things off that you learned from driving school originally. So it was a good refresher to fresh up on all of those things.
It's probably a good idea for me to shoot the bucks and take that myself.
And Your Honor, does he just need to have the fine paid before the 6 months is up?
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay,
Okay.
Make
thank
sure
you.
Sooner you get that, 6 months is going to go by in the blink of an eye. So
Right.
the better off.
Do I make that payment to the Yelm Municipal Court?
Yes.
Okay.
And maybe confirm with your attorney or with us that that has been paid before at the end of 6 months.
Will do. Absolutely.
Well, good luck. You take care of yourself.
Thank you. You too as well.
Concludes the hearing. Mr. McLaughlin, you take care.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
I shall.
All right. Bye-bye.
That leaves one case. Shall we try Eric again?
I did hear from Mr. Valley late in the day yesterday. He was calling from his car.
We've been trying to ease on blind, but he won't respond to a message.
Understood. Okay.
Mr. Valley, good morning. I now see you on the screen, your name anyway, but you're muted. Could you go ahead and unmute yourself? We'll address your matter at this time.
I see that. I didn't see that I was muted, both video and audio, Your Honor. Yes, thank you. I did hear what Mr. Retfield, I believe Mr. Retfield said. I did call him from an old car that was making a lot of noise, and we played some phone tag. What I've told my client is I anticipate we'll have a resolution to present to the court the next time we're here. All the discovery issues, and of course the facts are what they are, and for the court's information as well as Mr. Ratfield's. I don't see any issue with the stop. I don't see anything I can challenge. There was a report, but there was also observed driving. So we have a valid stop, etc. And then we have the circumstances that led to the incident, which are my negotiating position, that we haven't actually come to a meeting of the minds yet, but I'm hopeful whatever the offer is, we're going to be able to accept it and resolve this case the next time we're here. But we can't do it. I can't do it right now unless the prosecutor has something to tell me that I'm not aware of. Like a motion to dismiss without prejudice, we would welcome that. And I don't mean to be inappropriately.
That would be very welcome indeed.
The city's not prepared to make that motion at this time, Mr. Valley.
Understood. And yeah, I didn't mean to joke inappropriately. It was where my sentence trailed off.
No problem. No problem at all. Let's reset the matter out. What would you suggest? January 18th, February 1st?
I would defer to Mr. Ratfield.
January 18th. I think we could resolve that by then.
Okay, wonderful. Sooner is usually better. And I understand too that my client, of course, is present and we'll get this notice.
You are in touch with Miss Miss Ulrich? Oh, good morning. I'm sorry. Come up and have a seat. I didn't realize that was you. Yes, Miss Ulrich is in the courtroom, and I was not aware of that.
Apologies, Your Honor.
No problem, Miss Ulrich. We're resetting the matter out to January 18th, a couple of weeks from now. And again, you heard me say a minute ago, resolution of a criminal case is of critical importance to you and to the system as well. That takes a lot of time, attention, and a lot of negotiation and discussion between the attorneys involved. Resetting that to January 18th. Stay in touch with the attorney. Any conditions of release earlier set remain in effect. Good driving, et cetera, et cetera. Any question at all?
Not from counsel, Your Honor.
Ms. Ulrich, I'm signing an order to reset the matter. What I want you to do is get a copy of that. Signature attached, saved, and closed. Get a copy of that at the window outside the courtroom to your left, and we'll be sending your attorney a copy of today's order as well. Any questions at all? Thank you for your patience. You take care.
We thank the court and counsel, Your Honor.
Here.
Thank you.